This is a screenshot of the main page of the case study I've created for this course. Although I've opened it in Photoshop, I didn't actually design it in Photoshop. I prefer to design directly in Dreamweaver, but if you feel more comfortable sketching out your ideas first in Photoshop or some other graphics program, do so by all means, but export only images from your graphics program. Build the HTML and CSS independently in Dreamweaver. The reason I'm in Photoshop is to show you the HTML structure you need to create for the page. The whole content of the page will be inside a div with the ID wrapper. The purpose of the wrapper div is to hold everything in the page together, and on a screen with high resolution, the content will be centered. Inside the wrapper, at the top of the page, is a header element. This contains the main heading and the navigation menu. The navigation menu itself will be inside a nav element nested inside the header. Next comes a figure with the ID hero. This is for the large hero image at the top. Next comes an article with the ID intro. This text is styled differently from the text elsewhere, so it needs an ID. And then if we scroll down a little bit further, we've got 4 more articles, but they're all styled the same, so you need to give them a class name. So these articles will have the class name teaser. And then at the bottom of the page comes a footer element, and inside the footer 3 sections with the class name footer links. So that's the overall structure of the page that we'll be building in the case study. Working out a logical structure for your web page like this before you start building it is essential. Even if you decide to change the design at a later stage, the content will remain coherently organized. Unique elements have been assigned IDs, and class names have been given to elements that need to share common attributes. And you can find a copy of this diagram in the Basic Page Layout folder of the course assets for you to refer to as you work through subsequent lessons. You'll need to create a new site in Dreamweaver for the case study. I created a folder called Highway in my DWCC Sites folder and made it the site root of a site called Pacific Highway. And before you start, you'll also need to copy the images, scripts and video folders from the Case Study Assets folder in the Basic Page Layout folder in the course assets.